With recent trade of Damian Lillard to the Milwaukee Bucks, Jrue Holiday has now been moved to the Portland Trail Blazers, and his Portland Trail Blazers are trying to find Jrue Holiday a new home. And the Boston Celtics are one of the reported teams by multiple reports to be interested in Jrue Holiday. So welcome back to Celtics Digest. I'm Bruce Veliz, and in this episode, we're going to break down the possibility of getting Jrue Holiday, going over the multiple reports seen in the last couple of hours of the Celtics being interested in Jrue Holiday, and what a possible mock trade would look like for landing Jrue Holiday on the Boston Celtics. But before we get into that news, I would like to let you know that 94% of our viewers are not subscribed to Celtics Digest, and would greatly appreciate it if you guys hit that subscribe button and joined our Celtics Digest family. We're on our way for 1,000 subscribers as our goal, and we're getting more and more subscribers every day, and I can't thank you guys enough for finally letting us hit 350 subscribers today. We greatly appreciate it. We want to keep getting to our goal of 1,000, and we greatly appreciate if you hit that subscribe button. We obviously post Celtics content here almost daily, guys, so make sure to get your Celtics content here on Celtics Digest. But let's dive into the topic at hand, which is the Celtics being interested in Jrue Holiday. Now, obviously, you could question how the Celtics could possibly get Jrue Holiday, and obviously, Jrue Holiday was just moved in the recent Damian Lillard deal with the Milwaukee Bucks and the Phoenix Suns, and that three-team deal that happened this afternoon. Once that deal went through, it was reported that the Blazers were looking to move off of Jrue Holiday as they already feel that they already have good enough guards in their system in Anfernee Simons. They just drafted Scoot Henderson. They have Shaedon Sharpe who can play the wing but also can kind of play the guard. So they want to move off of veteran Jrue Holiday and look for a new team to take him on. And plenty of teams have been said to be interested in Jrue Holiday. As you guys can see, reported from Shams Charania on his video chats that he does, he actually said that Miami, Boston, and Toronto are expected to show interest in Jrue Holiday. And also I saw reports that the Philadelphia 76ers are expected to show interest in Jrue Holiday, so I wouldn't be shocked if they went that route either. We also have reports from Adam Himmelsbach from the Boston side of things. He said, not a big surprise, but I've been told that the Celtics are expected to explore the possibility of trading for Jrue Holiday. And this is big news for the Boston Celtics. Obviously, it's kind of crazy that the Celtics would even to pull off this move. You'd have to figure out that Brogdon would have to be in this deal. And even though we just talked about how yesterday Brogdon wanted to stay with the Celtics and wanted to be with the Celtics, and Brad Stevens says that he's going to be ready for training camp, if an opportunity comes like this, the Celtics might have to strike on this deal. Kind of like how the Milwaukee Bucks kind of struck on that deal with Damian Lillard. They saw the opportunity. They saw that he wanted to possibly go there. They wanted to pair Giannis up with him to make sure they could ensure Giannis to stay there for longer with his extension coming up, and that's exactly what gets them done. So Jrue Holiday could possibly help the Celtics pursue for a championship and actually make them a contender. Now, looking at what the Celtics would possibly have to give up to get Jrue Holiday, you would have to figure, obviously, Malcolm Brogdon would be in the trade, and then would have to throw in another salary filler as Jrue Holiday is making roughly around, I think, $36 or $37 million this season. So the Celtics would have to look and possibly throw in a big man, possibly Al Horford or Robert Williams, and if you want to toss in both of those guys and maybe even Payton Pritchard, you might have to get a deal done. And I saw this deal on Twitter that was posted underneath Adam Himmelsbach's tweet, and I wanted to go over it and see what you guys thought and give you guys my thoughts with it. So this is the Celtics mock trade, which the Celtics would get Jrue Holiday and Alperen Sengun. The Rockets would get Robert Williams, a 2024 first-round pick, and a 2028 first-round pick. And the Blazers would get Malcolm Brogdon, Payton Pritchard, Jae'Sean Tate, and a Celtics 2026 first-round pick. Now, when you look at this trade, obviously, the Celtics, I think, are getting the best two players, and that's where I think it's a little bit unfair. Even when trying to do a mock trade on Fanspo, like I usually do for my mock trade videos, try to combine these deals in with the other three-team deal. And with the Stipien rules, it was kind of hard to move the draft picks around, so it was kind of hard to do it. And honestly, the Celtics did not have a 2028 first-round pick either, so that was a little red flaggish. But the Celtics obviously would be getting the best two players in this deal and getting Jrue Holiday and Alperen Sengun. Alperen Sengun being a great rookie center that hopefully can be one of the top 10 centers and one of the best offensive centers in the NBA. I feel like that with the Rockets, he hasn't really been able to show himself off that much. And I know that Rockets fans definitely know that he's definitely a great hidden talent and that they want to play through him more. And hopefully with this new coach, that the Rockets can actually develop Alperen Sengun and can work. And Jrue Holiday is obviously a top-tier point guard, and he would fit in great with the Boston Celtics. When looking at what the Rockets would get. The Rockets would get Robert Williams, a great center to replace Alperen Sengun. Kind of a different approach at center, more like a defensive-minded center, obviously blocking, rebounding, compared to Alperen Sengun being more of an offensive-minded center. And they would get 2 picks, obviously not getting them 2028 pick because we don't have that, but we could give them 2 first-round picks. I think the Rockets, a team that is rebuilding and wanting to stay in that rebuild, even though they have signed contracts like guys of Dillon Brooks and Fred VanVleet, I still believe that they are bought into that rebuild, trying to figure out which guys are actually going to fit in there with their rotation, actually be their stars. And once they find those talents and they can find those guys that they actually believe in, then the guys like VanVleet and Dillon Brooks will be coming at the end of their contracts. Hopefully, maybe they can sign them to cheaper deals, and then the Rockets can actually be title contenders. And then looking at what the Blazers get, they get Malcolm Brogdon, Payton Pritchard, Jae'Sean Tate, and a Celtics first. Obviously, I think they would take the first in Jae'Sean Tate. I know for the Rockets, they have a lot of wings that they have on their team, and they obviously traded Kenyon Martin recently, but Jae'Sean Tate's been one of the guys in the rumors. I think he could definitely fit on the Blazers as well as a nice wing to develop alongside some other pieces. But Payton Pritchard as well being a nice shooting guard, but they also have some other guards as well. Malcolm Brogdon, the contract, will they like it? I don't know. They might want to move off of him as well, so I don't know if they would actually necessarily want Malcolm Brogdon. And just because the trade didn't go through on Fanspo kind of makes me think that this trade wouldn't actually happen, obviously, as the Celtics are getting 2 of the best players. It's a great fan-sided deal, and I think that it's something to talk about, as Jrue Holiday is one of these big names that is going to be being mentioned for the Boston Celtics possibly, and for other teams as well, as we talked about Toronto, Miami, Philadelphia. I think that Jrue Holiday will have a lot of suitors, and I think potentially the Blazers might not even trade him to one of these contending teams. I think there's a possibility that a team like the Magic or even like the Pacers calls them up and says, "Hey, Portland, let's get a deal done. Let's get this working," because I feel like Miami and Philly, they're gonna try to want to take this thing for a little while, see what they can do. And if Portland really wants to move off of Jrue Holiday immediately, they should definitely consider possibly trading him to even a team that wouldn't be best suited for him in being a contender, but could just use his presence as a third option and being there to help them on the defensive side and being one of their best guards, like the Pacers or like the Orlando Magic. I think he'd be pretty good fits over there as well. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think, with the recent news, that the Celtics should pursue Jrue Holiday? And if you guys think so, tell me yes. And if you guys think that the Celtics should not, obviously let me know and reasons why you think the Celtics should not. I obviously think that the Celtics should pursue Jrue Holiday. I think it would be a good fit for the Boston Celtics. But honestly, contractually, getting him to the Celtics, it's going to take a lot, giving up either Al Horford, Robert Williams, and obviously Malcolm Brogdon. And will the Blazers want that, or will a third team possibly want that? The Celtics would have to see, and will it be worth to give up all of that for a guy like Jrue Holiday, who is getting older and older? I don't know. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and check here for all your Celtics content here on Celtics Digest. I'm Bruce Velez, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.